Primarily for phone calls and voicemail. No contact center. So almost analog line replacement. So they're used for servicing end users sitting at their desks, making phone calls in and out for the business. Well, IP Office does really well at group calling, especially compared to CM, the other products from Avaya. Does group calling well. It is a nice all-in-one box, so it has a pretty strong feature set for being a single box and not. It's good for small business, so it fits in there nice. What else does it do well? It integrates really well with our third-party stuff too, so API access and integrations are real nice with IP Office. Remote access and alarming. So most of the Avaya products, actually I'm going to say all, it's a pretty big brush, but all of them, except for the IP Office family, they don't support SAL gateway, they don't support SAL remote access or SAL alarming. Everything else does, and it's crazy that this product doesn't. So that's one thing it could do better. Analog and digital circuit line management needs to be better. You still have to reboot controllers in order to add and remove phones from it, which is kind of embarrassing sometimes to have to tell someone about when you compare it to all of its competition. So those are the two things I would take away as needs immediate improvement. I'd probably give it a solid 9. Okay, so it's sold and targeted at small and medium enterprise, which is pretty perfect. So it maxes out at 2,000 phones. You're never going to go bigger than that. It's probably, by price, one of the cheapest phone systems out there. It fits really well into like dentist office and small medical. Fits really well into retail stores that are not, owned by a chain. So independent shops. The general small business category, right? If it's a brand that's only in your neighborhood, that's one of the few spots where you can still sell an on-premise phone system is to those types of folks. So I've always recommended it to small businesses. I've got some family members too that have these in their own small businesses by my recommendation, and they love them. And I'm going to use the word cheap. The system's not cheap, but the pricing is pretty wildly low in a good way. So it's a stable machine. So yeah, I mean, my recommended use cases are usually small business. I would not put it anywhere that needs high availability though. So that's that. Like it, okay, obviously the Aura stuff, but that's a whole nother class. But there's a lot of transition between those customers, so I've seen a ton of those. I've done Ring Central, I've done Avaya Cloud Office. I've been a user of a Nortel system, but I never had to administer it. Oh, I've built Asterisk machines too. Those have been fine. The IP Office still outperforms them all for the price though. Probably the only thing I'd still throw in a small business. Oh, positive. Keeps the dial tone going. There's so much to put into that. So it's the phones are working, and I mean if you have to call someone, you're going to use this system and exclusively it. It's plenty reliable. It does the job. We're not using any special integrations except for a few like contact recorder, and then a CRM integration that we built. So there's not too many third-party integrations in there, but we're not doing anything crazy with it. We're using it like phones. It's almost a one-liner. It makes the calls. We dial a number and we get the other side. So yeah. Yes. Yes. It does. Yes. Yes.